All right, Aries, so you guys have the Ace of Swords. So for a lot of you guys, this is actually a really wonderful card. This, for some of you guys, this is about clarity, getting a new perspective, and new ideas, a new way of thinking, approaching a certain situation with new thoughts. Now, for a lot of you guys, this could definitely indicate a new way of thinking, because here you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands does indicate that there is different ways of doing something. You know, this is a conflict, right? But this is techniques, different techniques being done, different techniques being used to gain recognition, because this here is competition here. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, in regards to kind of communicating or way of thinking, honestly, because if it's coming up as far as conflict goes, this could be in regards to a lot of different ways how to communicate, or especially when it comes to certain arguments, and how the different way of thinking based off of the certain change that you guys have been through. Now, currently, you guys are feeling the Seven of Wands. Y'all feel very defensive right now. Okay, somebody could have been challenging you. Someone could have been yeah, someone could have challenged you. Someone could have seriously, made you feel a bit threatened, but not in a bad way. I feel like, honestly, you guys have the advantage of the situation. You just are feeling very defensive at this time, because you're having to, defend yourself, defend your truth, defend what it is that you believe in. Now, what you guys want to be is the Four of Pentacles, rather. And the Four of Pentacles here does indicate to me that, not that it's, you want to stay stuck. You want to feel stable, and you also want to understand and know your worth. You can't necessarily stay at the Four of Wands, right? If you want something new, if you want to build something, you can't necessarily stay there. But it's completely understandable to want to be in a place where you feel very stable for once, and you know how much you're worth, right? To get a second to reevaluate your worth. Now, the thing that's keeping you guys from the Four of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles. So for a lot of you guys could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But for some of you guys may be feeling like your partner is very focused on work. They're very career driven. They're very focused on practical stuff. But they're not spending a lot of time with you. They're not being emotionally open. They're really just focusing on other things. Now, the King of Pentacles could be you guys, or could be somebody else that could be focusing on some other stuff that's not involving really the relationship. And has a lot to do with possibly hitting rock bottom. So whoever this is that's really being very practical right now, they're very focused on that, because they've been down to nothing before. They've gone down to nothing, and they're trying to climb back up that ladder and recover from having nothing, or being brought down to nothing. Okay, Ten of Swords is a complete ending. It's a really bad ending sometimes, honestly. It's devastating, but the good thing is that the worst is over, and there was some recovery from here. But I feel like the King of Pentacles is keeping you guys from probably branching out and doing what you want to do, right? The Four of Pentacles is about staying one place, the martyr, someone that doesn't really expand, because they are very comfortable, or they try to be comfortable with what they have, because they work so hard to get it. Now, be careful with this energy. It's good to always reassess what it is that your value is. It's also okay, it's understandable to want to get to a place of stability. However, it can keep you, like I said before, if you're trying to manifest something else, because I do see a manifestation card here. If you're trying to get to something, if you're trying to manifest something, it can hinder that manifestation process, simply because of the excuse me, because you're not really wanting to expand. You're trying to keep everything in. You're trying to save everything. You're trying to hold on to something, to a certain platform that you may have overgrown. So you got to be careful of that, okay? And this could end up being you, right? You want to become, you want to be more comfortable wherever you go, stepping outside your comfort zone. You guys want to be fearless. And for some of you guys, it may be because you've been working so hard and you're being so focused on building a career, because you went down to nothing. You guys had serious stuff happen to you. So you may be very practical on your own. So that could be that this could be someone else that you're dealing with, or this could be you. The advice here is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is indicating here that there is this need to really focus on what it is that you want. This is also the Empty Victories card as well. For a lot of you guys, you may have to kind of communicate something or do something that you may not like, but it's necessary to. It's kind of along the lines of, you know, making sure that you are taken care of, you are, you know, being considered. Okay. But it's also, but it's really just talking about focusing on you, doing the best that you can within your limits, right? Doing what you can do with yourself, and it's not going over and overcompensating for someone else's 50. You know, saying in regards to relationships, that could be, you know, that, you know, whatever you forcefully try to do can end up sabotaging itself. So you want to be very careful here, but ultimately just focus on yourself. That's pretty much what the 5 episodes is talking about. And honestly, be prepared to do some, you know, be prepared to end up having to, you know, do something that is along your morals but may not feel very good. Okay, so somebody may test you and you may have to, you know, snap back in a good, you know, in a way that you wish you didn't have to do that, right? So how you feeling, guys, is temperance. So temperance is talking about balance, keep the balance, divide timing. You guys are really focusing on yourself already. I know emotionally, I feel like you guys are really maintaining yourself and really kind of keeping yourself, you know, steady, managing yourself at all times, and just allowing, you know, divine time to go ahead and do what they want to do. Now, it's very interesting you guys have temperance as well, because you guys are Aries, right? You guys go after things. You guys go for it. This is really the card for slowing down. Take it easy. Don't go too much. Right now, you guys are just kind of going with the flow, just chilling out, just kind of taking it easy. What you guys want to be, though, is the 2 of Cups. You guys want to connect with this person. Connect, rather. Excuse me. I feel like this person, I feel like you and this person do connect. I feel like you and this person, I feel like you and this person do have a soulmate connection, of course. And I feel like you do want to meet somebody. For some of you guys, this is about meeting somebody. I feel like you may have had a situation in the past where a relationship didn't work out, so you've been working very hard to build this, you know, a foundation. But you want something more than this foundation, so it's going to end up having, you know, asking you to branch out and go outside of your comfort zone and mingle with the crowd again. That's a hard one, right? You want to do these things, but you don't want to sacrifice this. And that's a hard one, right? To really kind of sacrifice this, especially after everything that you've been through. Okay, you have new perspective, new way of thinking, new way of handling things now with this perspective. And it can be that you're a bit stubborn right now, or you're dealing with somebody that's very stubborn. And it's keeping you guys from connecting back with this person, or that you are keeping yourself from being able to connect with someone new. But I do see some hope here, and the outcome, you have the Magician, and the Magician is talking about you feeling confident in yourself to be able to manifest something that you wanted, manifest something good and something happy, so manifest whatever it is that you want, because you've been focusing on yourself. As you know, that's focusing on your truth, focusing on what it is that you want. Now, again, this, for some of you guys, this could be that you have someone already and you want to reconnect, you want to feel reunited with an individual. It's just that there's some things that happened in the past it's hard to get over. But it's going to require you to go outside of your comfort zone and really start to, you know, talk it over, mend things over, heal those situations. It's all about recovery at this point. And it's going to require you to kind of, you know, stay on your boundaries, though. You don't want to ever compromise your boundaries or sacrifice any of your boundaries. That's why the 5 of Swords is coming up. You have a new perspective. You have something you need, you know, you have whatever you need to know, right? You have this new perspective. It's perfect. It's time to utilize that new perspective to build boundaries necessary to reconnect with the person that you're already with. For those of you that are single, this is about reconnecting with yourself. Well, not necessarily reconnecting with yourself, but knowing that, you know, your worth and trying to trust yourself to be able to reconnect with somebody new, reconnect with somebody, despite how you may feel about a situation that happened in the past, right? It's recovering, it's truly healing from this. And it's going to be, you have to focus on yourself when it comes to that, right? Give me your self-love first. And it's all about sticking to your boundaries as well. You don't ever have to feel desperate for it, or, you know, feel like you have to have it. Take your time, like the Temperance is showing, okay? But also, excuse me, you have, you know, utilize the boundaries that you've gained from this last cycle, okay, to feel comfortable with stepping outside of your comfort zone to reconnect with somebody new, or to connect with somebody. All right, for you guys, you have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Awesome. So this person could be new, right? You may have somebody that has a lot of baggage too, that just, you just have a lot of baggage to deal with this person. This person could also be very controlling and stubborn. So it's hard to communicate with them sometimes or negotiate. But don't compromise your truth, right? If need be, right? If you truly feel like it doesn't necessarily matter, then compromising isn't necessarily a problem. But if they're asking you to compromise a certain sort of morals that you've built up from the past situation that you've been through, then yeah, the five sources say stand by your truth, no matter what. Okay. And your wisdom of the oracle is observer. So it's really paying attention, watching this person, watching this individual, and really kind of studying them. Because whoever this is, I feel like they are not just a soulmate in the sense that they are like someone that is mirroring you, but there's something that's trying to reflect something that's within yourself. Some sort of strength, some sort of courage, especially confidence is probably within yourself. And I feel like they're testing you in a sense that, in a way that, really makes sure that the boundaries that you created are strong. So Aries, I really feel like watch this individual very carefully. Watch your behavior with this individual, and really kind of assess why your actions or your reactions to them, and their reactions to you and their actions towards you, or really how they make you feel. Okay, what does that mean to you? What does that translate to? And I feel like with that understanding, you'll be able to get to the Four of Pentacles, where you can say, hey, you know what? I made the foundation. I know what I'm worth, but I'm going to go out there and get some more. I'm going to get something better, something great, and I don't have to stay here. But it's going to take you a second to look at your worth for a moment. Okay, look at your worth. Look at how much you're worth, and look how much it's how much you're worth to even put up with somebody that may not want to compromise with you. I'm not saying break up with them or anything, but is your truth, is your boundaries worth compromising for someone else?